It's a cold case that hits close to home for the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. The unsolved murder of one of their own. Detective Lonnie Miller shot and killed after responding to a call in 1995. It's a complicated case, but the cold case unit says they're not giving up. Katie Jeffries leads our Unsolved series on local cold cases and is on your side tonight with a deeper look.
Outside the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office sits a monument to Detective Lonnie Miller. A local park on the northwest side also bears his name. But what investigators and Detective Miller's son truly want are answers.
It's just that little piece of information that will solve a 28-year-old case.
Detective Travis Oliver with the Cold Case Unit at JSO has been going back over this case for the last year.
What has made this case difficult is the lack of a lot of physical evidence and eyewitnesses.
It was May 6th, 1995, around 11:30 that night. Detective Miller was responding to a business alarm at Pearl and Basswood Streets. He and patrol officers investigated, and it turned out to be a false alarm, so the patrol cars left. Miller stayed behind talking to the business's owner, Abdullah Shaw. According to reports, Shaw told investigators they talked for about 20 minutes when a black male walked up from behind and said, quote, "Don't move or I'll bust a cap at you." Shaw was shot twice, Miller once in the chest. Shaw told investigators he checked on Miller and he was beyond help, so he left him and drove himself to the hospital. Detective Miller, a 26-year veteran of the force, died at the scene. Detective Oliver says Shaw was able to provide some details about the suspect.
He gave a description of the person, a clothing description, and as much as he could as far as the physical description, but none of the information provided has ever assisted in moving forward within the investigation.
The investigation was extensive. Reports indicate thousands of man-hours were spent working it, from JSO to the FBI to FDLE. And yet, 28 years later, the case remains unsolved. Lonnie Miller Jr. was an officer at the time as well, and says in his 34-year career with JSO, he has wondered if he ever crossed paths with his father's killer.
One time I was arresting a guy, and he didn't notice my name tag, and he said, "I just want you to know I kill you like I killed Lonnie Miller." And I was like, okay. So I called my sergeant. At that time, he said, "Park your car, get out of it, and I'll be there in a moment."
The statement was investigated, but ended up having no validity. But Detective Oliver says this cold case could be heating back up.
Fortunately for us now, we have some people that are beginning to come forward and give information that should have been given 25, 26 years ago at minimum when these people were arrested or had problems with law enforcement.
And the next generation of officers will not forget the detective described as a devout Christian, father, husband, and a man who believed in serving the community.
It's something that we will never let go because it's one of our own, and we just still need the community right now to help us.
And Miller says his family is looking forward to the day they can finally close this case.
We're faithful that it will be solved one day.
In Jacksonville, Katie Jeffries, First Coast News, on your side.
And maybe you have that piece of information that can solve this case. If you know anything about the murder of Detective Lonnie Miller in 1995, contact the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers at 866-845-TIPS.